What is going on, everybody? Back at it again, Black Bond. You know who it is. If you don't know, I'm also on the Weapon Wheel podcast Sundays at 6:30. Join me, Broken Games HD, Jack Move Johnny, Kid Smooth, and Jimmy. Yeah, you can pay the super chat to hate on Jimmy because unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to call that, that is what you people like to do lately. Also, if you want to support me or any of my fellow podcast members in our podcast, we do have a Patreon, which you are not required to support, but hey, if you think we're doing a good job, if you value our contributions, if you value our podcast to the point where you feel like we deserve some kind of monetary reward, we appreciate all 323 patrons for our podcast. Now, big news today. Oh, we got some news today. Microsoft acquires Bethesda Software for $7.5 billion. That's a hell lot of money. They paid about $2 billion for Skype, about $2 billion for Mojang, and $7.5 billion for Bethesda. Oh my god. They've spent close to $12 billion on software companies this generation alone. And that doesn't include all of their other studio acquisitions they've made, such as Obsidian, the developers who make Hellblade, and some other developers I probably can't name because honestly I really don't care about them and I don't think they're very good. Nonetheless, this is a huge pickup. This is probably the largest pickup in the history of gaming because I know damn well Sony was not paying $7.5 billion for Insomniac. This is huge. This is big. Excuse me. As far as cash goes, this is the biggest purchase of probably any developer in the history of gaming. I could be wrong, but I have never seen this amount of cash shelled out for a company. And it's interesting that they now own Bethesda and Obsidian, which I feel like Obsidian should not mix and meld with Bethesda. I think that Obsidian should do their own thing and let Bethesda do their own thing because, okay, how about this? Bethesda can ask Obsidian for help, but Obsidian cannot ask Bethesda for help because Bethesda really, they need to iron some things out in the games they make in the genre and the realm of games that Obsidian also makes. Obsidian games actually run properly. They actually perform properly. Bethesda games that end in like Elder Scrolls, Fallout 76, no, not so much, not so much. So, hopefully, the master can learn from the student because the student in Obsidian has become better than the master. This only is involving and regarding the Elder Scrolls games. This does not include Doom. So, Microsoft has acquired ZeniMax Media and publisher Bethesda Softworks, the company announced Monday. Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, published a letter on Xbox while welcoming the Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Wolfenstein, Doom, Dishonored, and Quake franchises, as well as Starfield and more, to Microsoft. And it's pretty big. Elder Scrolls. I don't like it, but tons of people love it. Fallout? I don't really care for it, but tons of people love it. Wolfenstein is a good game. The last one was mid, but it's still a good game. It's not fallen off to the point where I don't think it's irredeemable. 2 good games, 1 mid game, that's good. Doom is an amazing game. Nothing wrong with Doom. Dishonored is also an amazing game. Nothing wrong with that. The Quake franchise, I don't know what they're going to do with the Quake franchise, to be honest, because that is strictly a keyboard and mouse, PC exclusive shooter. That game just is not designed for controllers period. Don't know what they're going to do with that, but hey, what's Quake doing right now anyways? Nothing. So maybe Microsoft can get some free-to-play Game Pass 120 frames per second, well-supported mouse and keyboard playing Quake game. That would be cool. As well as Starfield, we have not seen anything about that, and I'm not exactly confident in Starfield because we haven't seen anything and because of Fallout 76, but with developers like Obsidian there in the fold, I feel like Obsidian, could right the ship or help out when needed or keep them on task or maybe say, hey, don't use that crappy engine you guys are used to. It's time to move on. Now, the article goes on to say that Bethesda's games have always had a special place on Xbox and in the hearts of millions of gamers around the world. Our teams have had a close and storied history working together, from the amazing Doom to the ID Tech engine, and that's another big thing. They'll have direct access to the ID Tech engine. Innovating games on PC, to Bethesda bringing their first console game to the original Xbox, Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. Over the years, I've had many deep conversations with the creative leaders at Bethesda on the future of gaming, and we've long shared a similar vision for the opportunities for creators and their games to reach more players in more ways. Well, I agree with everything besides reaching more players more ways, because let's be real. The games are going to sell less now because you're cutting out, potentially, the PlayStation and the Switch. Not really a big problem, if people want these games, you know where you gotta go. You gotta go to the Xbox or PC, so that small caveat at the end, not really a big deal. Not really a big deal. Spencer said the acquisition is a landmark step for Microsoft. In a news release, Microsoft said it's now 23 creative studio teams, up from 15 making games from Xbox and PC. Microsoft will add Bethesda games to Xbox Game Pass for console and PC too. Microsoft also intends to add future Bethesda games to Xbox Game Pass the same day they launch on Xbox or PC, specifically calling out Bethesda Game Studios' Starfield. So this is good. They're getting more content for Game Pass. They're getting more developers overall. Because remember, I'm the guy at the beginning of this generation that stated Microsoft has no developers and they need developers. Now they're getting developers. The only thing now is, can they put out good games? We know Bethesda can put out good games, so this is really a no-brainer. Now, here's one question. Microsoft's big choice. Will Bethesda games still come to a PlayStation and Switch? They said that it's going to be a case-by-case basis, and that to me means they could come to Switch, but they're definitely not coming to PlayStation. An Elder Scrolls 6 that is not on PlayStation, that's a big blow. That's a big blow, because Elder Scrolls sells money. And if they're smart, they put Elder Scrolls 5 Remake on the PlayStation 5, like they originally were going to. But that Elder Scrolls 6 that you want, no. You gotta buy an Xbox or a PC for that one. Got to. Now, WB Games and their holders gotta be pissed off right now. Oh, they were in negotiations of selling to Microsoft, and I imagine that they probably weren't going to get $7.5 billion. Maybe they overshot their value, maybe they asked for too much, maybe they weren't offered enough, but they gotta be feeling salty that Bethesda just got $7.5 billion. Now, we don't know if that Bungie sale was true or not, but look, Bungie is just, I don't understand them. They were like a girl that just doesn't know how to date. They had a good 2 games with Halo 1 and Halo 2 at Microsoft, and they started complaining and they wanted out, so they finished up with Halo 3. And they said, you know what, we got to make another game to fulfill our contract, so they make Halo Reach, and then they get out. They fall in love with the new guy, with the new Chad in Activision, and then when they get pumped and dumped by him, then they want out. Now we hear things about them going back to the original boyfriend in Microsoft, but, either A, it wasn't true, or B, the money wasn't there. Well, Bethesda got FU money. I don't care what studio is out there. $7.5 billion is FU money. Oh, we're not for sale? Really? Here's a FU money. 7.5 billion. Yeah, we own you now. So I know WB Games, their holders are pissed. I know Bungie's probably like, damn, how come we couldn't get in on that? But in reality, I think they only wanted Bungie possibly more to fix Halo and less about Destiny. And again, I've been saying for the longest time, remove Sprint from Halo Infinite, and make the game's normal run speed more akin to Doom and Doom Eternal. And now we have Bethesda and id Software, so yeah, can't they do that now? Can't they bounce that into the game? I wonder how many people from id will be working on Halo. That'll be something to wonder about. But let's look at what Bethesda has made, going from 2010, because we don't really need to go back any further. That's just going back way back. Just to get a little track record of Bethesda. Fallout New Vegas, good. Quake 3 Arena, yeah, it was a good game for the arcade. Brink I thought was underrated. Hunted Demon's Forge, I never really even played this game. Yeah, can't say much about it, never really heard of it. Rage, hit or miss. Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim, people love it. Dishonored, great. Doom 3, good. Elder Scrolls Online, decent. Wolfenstein New Order, good. The Evil Within, good. Wolfenstein Old Blood, good. Fallout 4, I mean, it's not my type of game, but people like it. Dishonored 2, good. Elder Scrolls The Legends, it's the online version, people like it. Prey, not my kind of game. Dishonored Death of the Outsider, good. The Evil Within 2, I really like that game, good. Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus, good. Fallout 76, trash. The Elder Scrolls Blades, people like it. Rage 2 was good. Wolfenstein Youngblood, I don't know about that one. Doom Eternal, amazing. Doom 64, Deathloop, Ghostwire Tokyo. We got a new Commander King coming out. New Quake Champions, okay. Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6, Wolfenstein 3. There's a lot to be looking forward to in this purchase, so big shout outs to Microsoft. It's about time they fought back or did something. Paying $7.5 billion was probably too much for this company, I'll be honest. But hey, there's no salary caps in video games. There's no, max player deals or anything like that, or draft picks. And at the end of the day, it's not my money, so I really don't care. So, this is me. This is Black Bond. Enjoy the video. Check out my other videos. Check out the Weapon Wheel podcast on Sunday. I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy your weekend. Take it easy. Enjoy your weekend. It's Monday, people. Enjoy your week.